Look, I know the world is burning right now, but we still have to actually live. We still have to champion the arts, and I'm here to recommend Sarah Hall's Helm. This is an extraordinary novel that is told from the point of view of the wind, the titular helm. And we go into all sorts of different times. We go back to the 13th century. We see how human beings have had their own relationship with the wind, ranging from a climate scientist in our time right now studying the microplastics within the wind to spiritual mumbo jumbo from the 1970s and even from Neolithic times. This is an extraordinary book. There is absolutely no time limit. This is like all over the place. I mean, and that might drive some readers crazy, but I like the vibe of this book. It is absolutely dead ass honest about the fact that human beings can, if they want to, actually respect the natural elements, but most of the time they don't. And yet, for some reason, this fucking wind in this book really is a charmer for some reason. It literally says, I am Helm. I mean, this is a very eccentric book, but I found myself very moved by it. I've long been a fan of Sarah Hall's writing, but her prose style here is just like all over the place. She writes in all sorts of different styles. And the one criticism I've always had about Sarah Hall's books, even though I love her to death, she's a great writer, is that she's sometimes been a little too intense. In this, she's really relaxed. She just doesn't give a fuck and wants to write this eccentric book. And I think that it makes her prose a lot stronger because she is just having a lot of fun with this. You might compare this to some degree with Richard Powers' The Overstory, although I think that this is possibly a better book than that, simply because it doesn't overstay its welcome. It covers a lot more ground in terms of time frame, and it's ambitious as fuck, and it's also a wonderful way of seeing the world anew, which is why we turn to books, right? So I do recommend that you get your hands on this, Helm by Sarah Hall, and I think I'm the only one here in on this side of the Atlantic who is crazy about this fucking book, because I haven't heard anybody else talk about it, so I'm talking about it.